1A, take 2.
Hello. Before we start this epic, I wanted to remind you of some words from the Sermon on the Mount. Of course, you all know the Sermon on the Mount. I suppose our lives are largely ruled by the things that are written in the Sermon on the Mount. The Lord's prayers in the Sermon on the Mount. There's some other very beautiful things. There's a lovely one here that you'll remember. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. And you remember that thing maybe that Solomon in all his glory was not as beautiful as the lilies of the field. Oh, and judge not that ye be not judged. It's a wonderful thing that we all try to live by and find it very hard to. However, the part of the Sermon on the Mount that has to do with our story is this part here. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. Ye shall know them by their fruits. A good tree cannot bring forth, I'll start that again, don't cut. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth, oh Lord, excuse me. I lost myself. Sure. No, don't cut it, don't cut it. This is all voice. Beware of false prophets which come, beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. Ye shall know them by their fruits. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Wherefore, by their fruits ye shall know them. I'll start again. Got plenty of film on the camera.
Yes. How much, Charlie?
I'll put it glasses up.
All right. All right. Keep going.
Now, let's be quiet. We're rolling.
Charles Laughton was born in Scarborough, Yorkshire in 1899. In the 1920s, his parents sent him to London to learn the hotel trade, but he fell in love with acting and by 1931 was already starring in a play, Payment Deferred, first in London and then New York. Laughton achieved instant acclaim in films, too, as Henry VIII, as Ruggles of Redgap, as Captain Bligh. Shuttling back and forth between London and Hollywood, Laughton almost overnight became an international star character actor. He had an unconventional but successful marriage to Elsa Lanchester that lasted over 30 years, despite his many affairs with men on the side. By the 1940s, to paraphrase Billy Wilder's Norma Desmond, Laughton was still big, but some of the pictures were starting to get a little small. Searching for worthy projects, he starred in Bertolt Brecht's play Galileo in 1947, and he also began to do readings of classical literature on early television. In November of 1949, a young actor turned agent, Paul Gregory, was having a drink in a New York restaurant, and the TV set in the bar was showing Charles Laughton on The Ed Sullivan Show, reading from the Bible. Conversation ceased. The bartender stopped serving drinks. Everybody was mesmerized by Laughton's voice. Gregory immediately took a taxi to the TV theater, met Laughton at the stage door, and signed him up on the spot to make a nationwide personal appearance tour. In 1950, Laughton gave dozens of successful readings in cities coast to coast. Then, in 1951, Gregory proposed that Laughton form a drama quartet with 3 other actors to perform rarely seen dramatic works. Laughton directed 2 touring shows, George Bernard Shaw's Don Juan in Hell and Stephen Vincent Benet's John Brown's Body, featuring fellow thespians Charles Boyer, Cedric Hardwicke, Agnes Moorehead, Tyrone Power, Raymond Massey, and Judith Anderson. Then came a Lawton-directed Broadway smash, The Caine Mutiny Court Martial, with Henry Fonda. Now that Laughton had shown he could direct, he wanted to try filmmaking. He was hugely impressed with a 1953 bestseller by newcomer again. Author Davis Grubb, himself a movie enthusiast, took a keen interest in the upcoming production and wrote lengthy letters with casting suggestions. How about Jane Darwell for the part of Rachel? No? Well, how about Miss Darwell as Icy Spoon? Grubb even sent dozens of sketches to show Laughton his ideas of how the various scenes should look on the screen. Let us now praise James Agee, novelist, poet, and the finest film critic of his generation. Agee had co-written the screenplay for John Huston's The African Queen and was hired to write the script for The Night of the Hunter. Although as things turned out, Agee created a lengthy 293-page opus that Laughton himself had to drastically cut and revise just before the start of shooting. But the relationship began well, with the two men spending many hours at the Museum of Modern Art in New York viewing silent film classics, especially the early masterworks of D.W. Griffith, many of them featuring Lillian Gish. To photograph his movie, Laughton chose the great cinematographer Stanley Cortez, famous for his magnificent work 12 years earlier on, appropriately enough, Orson Welles' The Magnificent Ambersons. Charles Laughton had met Stanley Cortez on location in Paris during the shooting of The Man on the Eiffel Tower in 1948. The two men greatly respected each other's talent. In 1952, to have a little fun, Laughton had dispensed with his dignity and appeared in Abbott and Costello Meet Captain Kidd. Once again, the cinematographer was Stanley Cortez, and the two men renewed their friendship. Gifted composer Walter Schumann was selected to write music for the film. He was already well known as a leader of a popular choral group called The Voices of Walter Schumann, and even more famous as the composer of the musical theme for Jack Webb's popular TV show Dragnet. Schumann was a key member of the production team and was present throughout the filming. On August 15, 1954, shooting began at the RKO Pathé Studio in Culver City, where parts of King Kong and Citizen Kane had been shot, and where producer David O. Selznick made most of his major films, including Gone with the Wind. Laughton was under tremendous pressure. He was still rewriting James Agee's massive script, and he faced a dauntingly brief shooting schedule of only 35 days. Concurrent with the start of production in the studio, a second-unit camera crew was given copies of maps supplied by Davis Grubb and sent to West Virginia. Terry Sanders, a UCLA film unit photography. Terry Sanders and his crew spent 3 weeks shooting along the Ohio River and in the West Virginia towns of Sistersville, Martinsville, and Moundsville, home of the state penitentiary. This wide-angle helicopter view by Terry Sanders would later be incorporated into the finished film, dissolving into a closer studio shot made back in Culver City.
Go. Come on, Dinah.
What's wrong? Hey! Hey!
Edit.
Davis Grubb's story focuses on a man simply called Preacher, a false and evil prophet wandering the riverlands with his stick-blade knife, preying upon and murdering lonely and foolish widows for their money. Gary Cooper and Laurence Olivier had been briefly considered for the role, but it finally went to Robert Mitchum. Born in 1917, Mitchum was 37 years old at the time and had already appeared in the notable films The Story of G.I. Joe, Crossfire, and Out of the Past. A 1948 jail sentence for possession of marijuana hadn't destroyed Mitchum's career. In fact, it had enhanced his bad boy image. Though Mitchum looked forward to playing corrupt preacher Harry Powell, he did have qualms about having to talk aloud to God in the opening scenes of the movie.
Say when.
Okay.
Well, now what's it to be, Lord? Another widow? How many's it been? 6? 12? I just remember. You say the word, Lord. I'm on my way.
Babe.
You always send me money to go forth and preach your word. A widow with a little wad of bills hid away in a sugar bowl.
Silent. Scene 13, take 2. Playback.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
16, take 2.
Just a moment. Another slide.
Ready?
Go.
Don't move it. No, just don't move it.
Preacher Harry Powell is picked up by the state police and sentenced to 30 days in the Moundsville Penitentiary for the theft of a touring car. And now the story proper begins. In the words of Davis Grubb, this is a tale of 2 children, of all children. Once upon an evil time of hunger and depression in our land, they lived with their mother and father in a house by the river, cradled in the green arms of the great Ohio Valley. And their town was called Cresap's Landing, and the boy was called John, and the girl was Pearl, and their mother was Willa, and their father Ben. And Ben was a good man in an evil time, a hungry time. And one day he took a gun to the bank where he drew his pay each week, and he slew 2 men. Wounded, he fled homeward with stolen money, praying in his broken mind and body that this would shield his children from the cold shadow of want that had chilled his own time on earth.
Daddy!
Where's your mom?
Out shopping. Dad, you're bleeding.
Billy Chapin, just 10.5 years old, plays the part of John Harper. At the age of 8, he had won the New York Drama Critics Award as the most promising young stage actor of the year. His film credits included Affair with a Stranger, The Kid from Left Field, and A Man Called Peter. Billy had an inborn sense of craftsmanship, and with Laughton's help, he easily grasped the construction, impact, and importance of each scene.
Where's your mom?
Out shopping. You're bleeding, Dad.
Yes, out shopping. You're bleeding, Dad. Where's your mom?
Out shopping. You're bleeding, Dad.
Yes, but your eyes steady. Come here a second.
Get back, Joe. Joe, get back.
What's his name?
Joe, back of the building.
Back of the building.
Still rolling, quiet.
Billy?
Look up here, dear. Sally.
You're bleeding.
Look
Dad.
right up here.
Listen, you're bleeding. Look in the flat. You're bleeding, Dad. Where's your mom?
Out shopping. You're bleeding. Oh, you're bleeding, Dad.
Where's your mom?
Out shopping. You're bleeding, Dad.
No, out shopping. You're bleeding, Dad. Billy, where's your mom?
Out shopping. You're bleeding, Dad.
Peter Graves, brother of actor James Arness, plays Ben Harper. Graves had already appeared in such films as Red Planet Mars, Billy Wilder's Stalag 17, Beneath the 12-Mile Reef, Black Tuesday, and John Ford's The Long Gray Line. Peter Graves was 27 at the time of filming.
Where's your mom?
Out shopping. You're bleeding, Dad.
Listen to me, John. This money here, we gotta hide it before they get to me. There's close to $10,000. Where?
Okay.
He probably still has that gun.
That's him.
He probably still has that gun.
Thanks, everybody.
You got common sense. She ain't. When you grow up, that money's yours. Now stand up straight and look me in the eye. Raise your right hand. Now swear. I'll guard Pearl with my life.
I'll pay with my life.
And I won't never tell about the money.
And I will never tell about money. Never behaved like this before. You don't understand it. Now stand up straight. Look me straight in the eye. Hold up your right hand. Now say this after me. I will guard Pearl with my life,
I will guard Pearl with my life.
and I will never tell about the money.
And I won't never tell about the money.
Say again, with your right hand up, looking at me. You know what the heck I'm talking about. Put up your right hand, look straight at me, and say, I will guard Pearl with my life.
And I will guard Pearl with my life.
Without the and. I will guard Pearl with my life. Put up your right hand.
I will guard Pearl with my life.
All right, bring 'em on.
Get up, Clancy.
Down, Clancy, down!
Down!
Sally Jane Bruce, only 5 years old, plays Little Pearl. Sally had recently won a singing contest sponsored by a local Los Angeles newspaper, and she had already appeared in a Columbia Pictures two-reeler entitled Kids Will Be Kids.
Spit it out. You swear too. Now look over there and laugh.
I hear to me, dear.
Who's them blue men?
Look right to me, dear.
Now say the line is to be said to me, isn't it?
Yeah. Honey, look at me. And then turn and look at Mr. Locke.
Who's them blue men? Yonder.
That's it, sweetheart. Do it again, will you?
Look to me, dear.
Who's them blue men yonder?
Right. Look at his little sister there. Who's them blue men yonder?
Blue man?
Ben Harper.
Ben Harper.
One, two.
No. Step back and do it again. Don't anticipate this. Come.
Hi.
Now, Billy, for me, the beating of that up. The beating. Now look at me with a sickly smile. Sickly smile. You know, like just a sickly grin. Bare your teeth, a sickly grin. Say don't. Say don't. Say don't.
Don't.
Just a sickly grin, like a smile. Say don't now. Quiet.
Don't.
Now then shout at me.
Don't.
Now shout, real. Shout at me. That. Come on.
Don't.
Now then, say to me, Dad.
Dad.
No, just.
Oh.
This is the guy you've known all this time, and something terrible's happening, and just say,
Dad. Dad.
Action.
None None.
Where, Ben? Where?
Where?
And a little child shall lead them.
Come on, boy. Tell me.
Are you all right, Bob?
Good. I come not with peace, but with a sword.
You, preacher?
This sword has served me through many an evil time, Ben Harper.
What religion you profess, preacher?
The religion the Almighty and me worked out between us.
I'll bet.
Salvation is a last-minute business, boy.
Keep talking, preacher.
Start the scene again and say betwixt instead of between.
I come not with peace, but with a sword.
You, preacher?
This sword has served me through many an evil time, Ben Harper.
What religion you profess, preacher?
The religion the Almighty and me worked out betwixt us.
I'll bet.
Salvation is a last-minute business, boy.
Keep talking, preacher.
I would if I could remember the next line.
All right.
Salvation is a last-minute business, boy.
Keep talking, preacher.
If you used to let that money serve the Lord's purpose, he might feel kindly turned toward you.
Keep talking, preacher.
Now, don't you think the Lord might change his mind if you was to...
Cut. Very good.
Lord, you sure knowed what you was doing when you brought me to this very cell at this very time. A man with $10,000 hid somewhere and a widow in the making.
Cut.
Second marker.
Very good.
All right, action.
Sing it against the cameraman.
Playback. 1, 2, 3.
Hing, hang, hung, see what the hangman done. Hung, hang, hing, see the robber sling. Hing, hang, hung.
Put it to death. Go on.
Hing, hang,
Go on now.
hing, hung. Now the hung done.
Go on, Warren.
Hing, hang, hung.
Cut. Sally,
Yes.
you be dear.
Hing, hang, hung.
You better not sing that song,
Why?
because you're too little.
Do it again. Hing, hang, hung. Don't forget the aw when you see the children. Bless them. All right, go ahead, Billy.
What are you
Aw.
So your mommy keeping you out of school. Poor little lambs. How is your poor mother? The Lord tends to you both these days. Didn't they never find out? Didn't they? I'm so sorry.
If I go on down, you'll find out the money he stole.
Didn't they ever find that money your father stole?
Look at him, Billy.
Isn't that awful? Didn't they never find that money your father stole? When they caught him, there wasn't a cent to be seen. What do you make of that, eh, boy?
Pearl and me, we have to go now.
Very sorry.
All right, darling, it doesn't matter.
I know we have to do it again.
Oh, so your mother's keeping you out of school, poor little lambs. And how is your poor mother? The Lord tends you both these days, and they never find out what your father done with all that money he stole. When they caught him, there wasn't so much as a penny of it to be seen. What do you make of that, eh, boy?
Pearl and me, we have to go.
Cut. Now, you remember your timing, Billy, don't you? Sally's skipping ahead of him. Go ahead, dear.
Can we get some candy?
No.
Howdy, young'uns.
Go back in, Doc.
Give it a roll. Come on, Sally. Give it a roll. Place, Sally.
Place, get in your place, Shelley. Do it again.
Over here.
Hold it quiet, we're still
Get in your place. We're rolling. Right.
76, take one.
All right, action, folks.
All right, stand still here.
This nighttime shot does not appear in the final film. Instead, Laughton and film editor Robert Golden put in a stock shot originally filmed for 20th Century Fox in 1943 by second unit director Otto Brouwer of a sinister smoke-belching train to announce the arrival of sexually menacing Harry Powell.
Tell me a story, John.
Well, once upon a time, there was a rich king who had himself a son and a daughter. They all lived in a castle way over in Africa. And one day, this king got taken away by some bad men. And before he got took off, he told the son to kill anyone who tried to steal his gold. And before long, these bad men came back.
The blue men?
Sally, what is the third story? Yes. And these bad men came back and...
The... the blue men?
White Billy, come in and look at me.
Just a man. Night, Pearl. Sleep tight and don't let the bed bugs bite.
Night, Miss Dinny. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Sally, say that again, honey.
Night, Miss Dinny. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Say it again, sweet.
Night, Miss Dinny. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Say Jenny more carefully next time. Say good night, Miss Jenny. Don't let the bed...
Good night, Miss Dinny. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
The next morning, John Harper pays a visit to his kindly old friend, Uncle Bertie Steptoe. Here is Uncle Bertie's wharf boat as it actually appeared on location at the Roland V. Lee Ranch in Chatsworth, California. And here is how it's seen in the completed film. By means of optical printing, a steamboat photographed on the Mississippi River has been added. By the way, the next shot you'll see reminds me of a D.W. Griffith film. The composition, the backlighting, the grayish borders around the edge of the picture.
And when you turn and wave to him, speak immediately. Don't pause, huh? All right, action.
She don't put in crease after landing no more, but she always blows as she passes.
Wave. She don't put in the... Hey, more gloomy, brighter than that. Come on, wave. She don't put in Cressup's Landing no more, but she still blows as she passes. All right, Billy, come on. Come on. Come on. Right, mouth too much. Right, come on. No, just eyes, not mouth. Come on. Don't react to her. Don't look at her, Shelley, except cast your eyes down when she speaks to you. Okay.
God works in a mysterious way his wonders to perform.
Very good, start again. It's all right. It doesn't matter, you're not using that. Not using that. Just look at him, sweetheart. That's right. It doesn't matter, we're not using it. Okay, go ahead.
God works in a mysterious way his wonders to perform.
Yes, I was with Brother Harper right up to the end. And now that I'm no longer employed by the penitentiary, it is my joy to bring this small comfort to his loved ones.
God works in a mysterious way his wonders to perform.
Yes, I was with Brother Harper right up to the end.
No, start again. Look at Mitch. Look at Mitch, dear. No, look at him ordinary. And what are you chewing, sweetheart? God works in a mysterious way his wonders to perform.
I was with Brother Harper right up to the end. And now that I'm no longer employed by the penitentiary, it is my joy to bring this small comfort to his loved ones.
It's a mighty good man would go out of his way to bring a word of cheer to a grieving widow.
Start again, please.
I don't know what's the matter with me. I can't say that.
Oh, start again. We're rolling.
And now we're going to meet Willa Harper, played by Shelley Winters. At the age of 34, she had already trained at the Actors Studio in New York, and she had studied with Charles Laughton in Los Angeles. Her film work began in 1943 and included A Double Life and A Place in the Sun.
And every time she speaks, you cast your eyes down. Okay.
God works in a mysterious way his wonders to perform.
Yes, I was with poor Brother Harper right up to the end. Now that I'm no longer employed at the penitentiary, it is my joy to bring this small comfort to his love.
Start again, will you, please? Sherry, soft, relax your face, please. Close. And don't move your head much, please, during this. Just the expression of your eyes. Go ahead.
God works in a mysterious way his wonders to perform.
Yes, I was with Brother Harper right up to the end. And now that I'm no longer employed at the penitentiary, it is my joy to bring this small comfort to his loved ones.
It's a mighty good man would go out of his way to bring a word of cheer to a grieving widow.
So you ain't with the state no more, hmm?
No, brother. I resigned only yesterday. The heart-rendering spectacle of them poor men was just too much for me. Ah, staring at my fingers, little lad. Shall I tell you the little story of left hand, right hand? Story of... Would you like me to tell you the little story of right hand, left hand? The story of good and evil? H-A-T-E. It was with this hand that old Brother Cain struck the blow that laid his brother low. L-O-V-E. You see these fingers, dear hearts? These fingers has veins that lead straight to the soul of man. The right hand, friends, the hand of love. Now watch and I'll show you the story of life. These fingers, dear hearts, are always a warring and a tugging, one again to other. Now watch 'em. Old Brother Left Hand hates a fighting, and it looks like love's a goner. But wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hot dog. Love's a winning. Yes, sirree. Love. It's love that won. And old Brother Left Hand hates down for the count.
I never heard it better told. By Christ, I didn't. Good.
108, take 5.
You're in the take. Okay, Mitch, little pace.
H-A-T-E. It was with this left hand that old Brother Cain struck the blow that laid his brother low. L-O-V-E. You see these fingers, dear hearts? These fingers has veins that lead straight to the soul of man. The right hand, friends, the hand of love. Now watch and I'll show you the story of life. The fingers of these hands, dear hearts, they're always a tugging and a warring, one again to other. Look at 'em now. Old left hand hates a fighting, and it looks like love's a goner. But wait a minute. Wait a minute, hot dog, love's a winning. Yes, sirree, it's love that won, and old left hand hate's gone down for the count.
I never heard it better told. I wish every soul in this community could get the benefit. Oh, you just got to...
Cut. Good.
All right, play back. Action, children.
And Shelley and Jellic and all that stuff. That's right.
Got action on the boat. Bring on the rowboat. All right, children, start your circle. Play back.
The dewy, waiting for the harvest, and the time of reaping, we shall come rejoicing, bringing in the sheaf, bringing in the sheaf, bringing in the sheaf. We shall come rejoicing, bringing in the sheaf, bringing in the sheaf, bringing in the sheaf. We shall come rejoicing, bringing in the sheaf.
Stop.
Morning, sowing seeds of kindness, sowing in the noontide and the dewy eve, waiting for the harvest and the time of reaping. We shall come rejoicing, bringing in the sheaf.
Margaret, you're facing too much this way. Facing it. Come on, sing. Sing!
We shall come rejoicing, bringing in the sheep.
Edna, come on.
Bringing in the sheep. Bringing in the sheep.
Margaret, come on.
We shall come rejoicing,
Betsy, come
bringing
on.
in the sheep.
Edna, rounding
Bringing
in the sheaves.
Bringing
Bringing in the sheaves. Come on,
We shall
Margaret.
come rejoicing,
Betsy, get in the
bringing in the
works.
sheep.
Betsy, come round. Okay. All right. Bringing in.
Don't he have the grandest singing voice? John, Pearl, run along and play, you two.
Where?
Down by the river. My goodness. That feller's just aching to settle down with some nice woman and make a home for himself.
It's awful soon after Ben's passing.
If ever I saw a sign from heaven.
John don't like him much.
Pearl dotes on him.
Oh, the boy worries me, I see. I know it's silly, but it's like there was still something between him and his dad.
What he needs is a dose of salts.
Well, there's something else.
What?
The money.
I declare, Willa Harper, you let that money haunt you to your grave.
Oh, I would love to be satisfied that Harry Pa don't think I got that money hid somewhere.
Evelyn Varden plays Icy Spoon. Miss Varden was born into a theatrical family in 1893, and she had appeared in the original 1936 production of Thornton Wilder's Our Town on Broadway. Her films, beginning in 1949, included Pinky, Cheaper by the Dozen, and Desiree.
The voice that breathes o'er Eden and by calmness of soul in the chamber pot, darling. All right, let's go.
You come right out and ask that man of God. Mr. Powell, clear that evil mud out of your soul. John, Pearl, come along here, get some fudge.
I don't want no fudge.
You do what you're told. You go sit down by the river.
Oh, I see on the side.
Get along with you.
All right, cut. Was she in the right position? Real picnic fudge and thing con artist. All right, Shelley.
Did Ben Harper ever tell you what he'd done with the money he stole?
My dear child, don't you know?
Do it again, please. Soft on the don't you. Go ahead.
Did Ben Harper ever tell you what he'd done with the money he stole?
My dear child, don't you know?
Go on, look over there, Evelyn. Look over there. Now come along back. Go ahead of the scene.
She's mooning about Ben Harper. That wasn't love. That was just flapdoodle. Have some fudge lambs. When you've been married to a man 40 years, you know all that don't amount to a hill of beans. I've been married to my Walt that long, and I swear in all that time, I just lie there thinking about my canning.
Character actor Don Beddoe plays Icy's henpecked husband, Walt Spoon. Born in 1903, Beddoe had been in many Broadway shows, was a regular on the radio soap opera John's Other Wife, and had appeared in numerous films, including Golden Boy, The Talk of the Town, Cyrano de Bergerac, The Enforcer, and River of No Return.
Go ahead, Evelyn.
When you're married 40 years, you know all that don't amount to a hill of beans. I've been married to my Walt that long, and I swear in all that time, I just lie there thinking about my canning.
Do that again. A little too much. Go ahead. Girls, men are disgusting except for Mitchum. Go ahead, Evelyn.
When you've been married to a man 40 years, you know all that don't amount to a hill of beans. I've been married to my Walt that long, and I swear in all that time, I just lie there thinking about my canning.
John! John!
A woman's a fool to marry for that. That's something for a man. Now, let us do it again.
Not again. Quietly, darling. Calm yourself down. This is your philosophy of life. It's no
I'll never get caught.
Now, do it now. Go ahead now.
A woman's a fool to marry for that. That's something for a man.
Push too hard. Start again.
The good Lord never...
Push too hard. Start again.
A woman's a fool to marry for that. That's something for a man. The good Lord never meant for a decent woman to want that. Not really want it. It's all just a fake and a pipe dream.
Bring him in, Sally.
John, Mr. Powell has something to tell you.
Well, John?
Cut. Fine.
Now, you don't like him, lower. Look backward and forward and lower your eyes outwards because you don't like it. Your father told me what he did with that money. That's where you look up very sharp. Lower your eyes again. Your father told me what he did with that money. It's wrapped around a 12-pound cobblestone.
Behind the door, behind the boat is a mark there. More to your right, Bill. More. There. Whoop, there. That's it, Bill.
Come on, Billy.
Come on, Billy.
$1.45, take one.
Speed. All right, Billy.
Is anybody here?
Cut.
146, take six.
Come along, William.
Anybody there? Anybody here?
Good evening, John.
Okay, Mitch.
Good evening, John. Had a little talk with your mother tonight, John. And your mother decided it might be best for me to let you know the news. Your mother told me she wanted me to be a daddy to you and your sister. We're going to get married, boy. Did you hear what I said, boy?
Huh?
Married. We're going to Sisterville tomorrow. And when we get back,
You ain't my dad. You'll never be my dad.
when we get back, we're all going to be friends and share our fortunes together, John.
You think you can make me tell, but I won't.
Tell me what, boy?
Nothing.
You'll notice that Billy Chapin thrusts his hand to his forehead in a very dramatic way. Lawton had immediate doubts about this and asked Billy Chapin's mother, would a child make a gesture like that? No, he wouldn't, said Mrs. Chapin, and so Lawton refilmed the shot the following day.
Stand on the bottom steps. Now go ahead again. Now can I tell?
Now can I tell? When Mr. Powell saw Daddy, then can I tell him about?
You swore, Pearl.
John, don't.
But you promised Dad you wouldn't tell.
I love Mr. Powell lots and lots, John.
Don't you tell. Don't you never dare tell.
Give me another flower and then we'll start going. Okay,
What and now what happened?
It wasn't quite sure, but stand up.
Pretty good picture, huh?
Stand up, sweetheart. Now sit down. Sit down.
Now can I tell? When Mr. Powell saw Daddy, then can I tell him about?
Pearl, you swore.
John, don't. I love Mr. Powell lots and lots, John.
Don't you tell. Don't you never dare tell.
All right. Now, do it again, children, and leave him space for his line here, which you haven't done.
Remember when you said, John, don't, it's my turn.
And get hold of it so that she has to say John Depp. Stand up, Sally, dear. Stand up, darling.
Stand up.
Sally. Camera's running.
No, all right. That's right. Billy, say all right, Billy. Sally, pay attention to Billy.
Wait a minute. Do I take his line or action?
Action, darling.
No.
Billy, say your line.
Don't you tell. Don't you never dare tell.
Evelyn.
You get up off that dirty step, you and your nice new store clothes.
Okay, cut.
Go to him, Shelley. Now look at him.
Men.
Up. On the nose. Go.
Men. Again.
Yes, okay.
Men.
I can do it again. That was right.
Be quiet, we're still rolling.
I can see Marston.
Men.
Do that again, please. Too fussy.
Men.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Harry.
Fix that window shade.
Harry.
I was praying.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I thought maybe if
You thought, Willa, that the moment you walked in that door, I'd start to pawing you in that abominable way that men are supposed to do on their wedding night. Ain't that right now?
Oh, no.
I think it's time we got one thing perfectly clear, Willa. Marriage to me represents a blending of two spirits in the sight of heaven.
Oh,
Okay, stop.
Harry.
Fix that window shade.
100%. Lovely. Cut it.
All right.
Action, Mitch. Fix that window shade. I was praying.
Oh, I'm sorry, Harry. I didn't know. I thought.
You thought, Willa, that the moment you walked in that door that I'd start to pawing you in that abominable way that men are supposed to do on their wedding nights. Ain't that right now?
No, I thought.
I think it's time we made one thing perfectly clear, Willa. Marriage to me represents a blending of two spirits in the eyes of heaven.
Do it again.
Sight of heaven.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait a minute. We're still rolling. Quiet.
Okay, Mitch.
Fix that window shade. I was praying.
Oh, I'm sorry, Harry. I didn't know. I thought maybe.
You thought, Willa, that the moment you walked through that door, I'd start to pawing you in that abominable way that men are supposed to do on their wedding nights.
Ain't that right now?
No, I thought.
I think, Willa, it's time we made
Just 1 second. I think your first speech is a little on the slow side, Mitch. Are you rolling?
Speed.
You know, you thought, Willa, with the moment you walked in that door, I'd start into pawing you and feeling you. In the abominable way that men are supposed to do on their wedding nights.
No.
I think it's time we got one thing perfectly clear, Willa. Marriage to me represents not pawing people at all. It's just two spirits in the sight of God. I wouldn't touch you. Cut and print.
I think it's time we got one thing perfectly clear, Willa. Marriage to me represents the blending of two spirits in the sight of heaven.
Go ahead, children. Very simple and sweet and easy timing. Okay.
Get up, Willa.
Harry, what?
Get up.
Would you start again, please, and not make that Harry Watt high-pitched? Simple question. Okay.
Get up, Willa.
Harry, what?
Get up.
You're wide-eyed and curious. You just want to please him, no more. Okay, Mitchell.
Get up, Willa.
Harry, what?
Get up.
Do it again, please, and answer him right away.
Quiet.
Go on.
Get up, Willow.
Harry, what?
Get up.
That's it.
Now go look at yourself yonder in that mirror. Do as I say.
Perfectly beautiful and printed.
Look at yourself. Now, what do you see, girl? You see the body of a woman, the temple of creation and motherhood. You see the flesh of Eve that man since Adam has profaned. That body was meant for begetting children. It was not meant for the lust of men. You want more children, Willie? It's the business of this marriage to mind the two you already have, not to beget more.
No picture survives for the following outtake. See what you think. Is Lawton really mad at Shelley Winters, or is he just feigning anger to make her feel as humiliated and embarrassed as the character that she's playing?
159, take 10.
Shelley, put your head up. Now drop it. Oh, Christ. Now then. Keep your goddamn mouth closed. There now. All right, Mitch.
Look at yourself. What do you see, girl? You see the body of a woman, the temple of motherhood and creation. You see the flesh that man since Adam has poontang.
Yes, all right, all right. Start again, please.
What should he?
Start again. Oh, well, if you want to scream, scream. Now hang your head. Go on, Mitch.
Look at yourself.
A little more lyric, Mitch, and not quite so heavy on the outside as you're...
You see the body of a woman, the temple of creation and motherhood. You see the flesh of Eve that man since Adam has profaned. That body was meant for begetting children. It was not meant for the lust of men. Do you want more children, Willie?
No.
It's the business of this marriage to mind the two you already have, not to beget more.
Run it again, boy, for your own satisfaction. Very good.
Look at yourself.
No, Mitch, it's a little bit too hard. A bit more on the yourself. Whispered in the night to the stars. Action.
Please help me be clean, so I can be what Harry wants me to be.
Now, do it again and say, help me to get clean.
Help me to get clean, so I can be what Harry wants me to be.
Do it again, a little quicker.
Help me to get clean, so I can...
Darling, it's too firm. Pinched. It should be pinched and, right. Do it again. Nasty woman.
Help me to get clean, so I can be what Harry wants me to be.
Cut.
Wait a minute. 190, take 5.
Hold on a second, Emmett.
Billy, be looking at Emmett. Hard.
All right, go, Emmett. Cut it.
Emmett Lynn is playing Uncle Bertie Steptoe, John Harper's friend. Born in 1901, Lynn had acted as a child in early D.W. Griffith films, had toured in Gus Edwards' famous act, School Days, and was a veteran of vaudeville, touring shows, radio, and over 100 low-budget Hollywood westerns. The previous year, he had acted with Billy Chapin in A Man Called Peter.
I don't want to take the fun out of you.
No.
You've told me funny stories very quietly, and you've done very well. Don't let me take the fun out of you.
All right.
Go ahead.
The meanest, orneriest, sneakingest critter in the whole river.
You brought that line out too early. Start again, fellow. You've got to live in the world of a little boy. God, a little bit louder. Go ahead.
The meanest, orneriest, sneakingest critter in the whole river, a gar.
Here you can hooks, Uncle Bertie.
Good. Just a little bit more little boy as well from you, Red.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
The meanest, orneriest, sneakingest critter in the whole river, a gar.
Here you can hooks, Uncle Bertie.
Like telling a funny story. Where are you going? Go ahead, fellow.
The meanest, orneriest, sneakingest critter in the whole river, a gar.
Here you can hooks, Uncle Bertie.
Oh, shoot, boy.
Busted, Uncle Bertie?
Why, shucks, son. A horsehair is strong enough to hold a lumping whale. Do you mind my cussing, boy?
No.
Well, I'll tell you the reason I ask. Your steppaw being a preacher and all, I was never one for much for preachers. And I don't know what's wrong up at your house. But I wanted you to remember one thing, boy. If you ever need any help, you just start hollering and you just come a-running. 'Cause old Uncle Bertie is your friend.
Just fake the swing of it, so you got body movement, right?
Watch this.
There you are. Whoop. Hey.
There, you hag-tooth, egg-sucking, bait-stealing so-and-so. You remember what I told you, son. If you ever get in a crack, you just come running.
Can we eat him, Uncle Bertie?
If you've got an appetite for bone and bitterness, you can.
Lawton was not pleased with Emmett Lynn's performance. He was a stereotypical, folksy old codger, and when the director tried to tone down his mannerisms, he simply became dull and wooden. So Emmett Lynn was let go. Veteran character actor James Gleason was called in to take over the part. Born in 1882, he had a lengthy film career playing Irish cops, army officers, politicians, newspapermen, and other crusty types in films like Meet John Doe, Here Comes Mr. Jordan, Arsenic and Old Lace, and The Clock. He seems very comfortable in this part, as you'll see.
Face and play it that way and don't pull any. Take a look at his. Take a look at his face. Now play it right. Now look over the edge.
Meanest, orneriest, sneakingest critter in the whole river. Gar, boy.
Excuse me.
God bless.
All right, camera's running. Play it again.
Meanest, orneriest, sneakingest critter in the whole river, boy. Gar.
Here can hooks, Uncle Bertie.
All right. Now do it again and start looking a little bit more before you speak. That was exactly right, Jimmy.
Meanest,
Too
orneriest.
much. Too much. Look at the little boy's face. Now look over. Now look over. All you do is hate children. All right, Jimmy, go ahead.
Meanest, orneriest, sneakingest critter in the whole river, boy. Gar.
Here you can hooks, Uncle Bertie.
Sure, boy. Ain't a hook in the land smart enough to land Mr. Gar. Oh, sir. What a fella needs is mother wit and a horsehair.
God, I want it busted, Uncle Bertie?
No, horsehair'll hold a lumping whale. You mind my cussing, boy?
No.
Reason I ask, your steppaw being a preacher and all.
Never was much of a one for preachers my own self. Don't know what's wrong up at your house. But always remember this, Cap. If you need help, come a-running, holler. Uncle Bertie's your friend.
All right, go ahead, Jimmy. Just hold the can high, Billy.
Yeah, it's gone.
No, boy, don't skip starting. Okay, Jimmy.
You slimy, snag-tooth, bait-stealing. Mind what I told you now. If you get in a crack, just come a-running.
Can we eat him, Uncle Bertie?
If you got an appetite for bones and bitterness. Pat?
All right, in. All right, Shelly.
Amen.
Amen.
You have all sinned.
Yes, yes.
But which one of you can say, as I can say, that I drove a good man to murder because I kept a hounding him for perfume and clothes and face paint?
All right, Shelley, start again. It's not deep, darling. It's harsh on the time.
Good rule.
Now, Shelley, before you begin, just do a prayer quite high, any kind of a prayer that you know. Loud. Loud.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
Now, all right, amen.
Amen. Amen.
You have all sinned.
Yes, yes.
But which one of you can say, as I can say, that I drove a good man to murder because I kept a hounding him for perfume and paint and clothes? And he come to me and he give me this money and he said, you take the money and you buy yourself the face paint and the perfume. But brethren, that's where the Lord stepped in. Oh, that's where the Lord stepped in. And
Look here.
63, take 2.
Valley of death, I shall fear no evil, for thou art with me. You have all sinned. But which of you can say,
Excuse me, baby, amen.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Finish one line of the prayer.
Valley of shadow, valley of death, I shall fear no evil, for thou art with me. Rod and staff, they comfort me.
Amen. Amen.
You have all sinned.
Yes.
But which one of you can say, as I can say, that I drove a good man to murder because I kept a hounding him for clothes and perfume and face paint? And he slew 2 human beings. And he come to me and he said, you take this money and you buy yourself some clothes and face paint. But brethren, oh, that's where the Lord stepped in. That's where the Lord stepped in.
Yes.
And he told this man.
Yes.
He said to him, you take that money. You take that money.
Just go back one moment. That's the Lord speaking to you. Yes.
And he told that man. He said the Lord to that man, you take that money and you throw it in the river.
Yes. Hallelujah.
Throw that money in the river. Throw it in the river.
In the river.
And pray. Don't cut. Once more. After in the river, I want to hear that word river. In the river. In the river. Wait a bit now. Wait till I've said it twice. In the river. In the river. Wait till I've said it twice. And then I want to hear that word. Let me conduct you. Wait a minute. In the river. In the river. In the river.
David?
196, take 4. She thinks that money's at the bottom of the river. But you and me, we know better, don't we, little lad?
I'm talking to you about baseball, and that doesn't fool you at all. And eventually popped the question, where's the money hid?
I don't know.
Now, when I ask her just much more steady than that, I don't know. You see, wait a bit now. Where's the money hid?
I don't know.
Yes, but a half smile. Where's the money hidden? Don't move your head. Half smile.
I don't know.
Okay, cut.
Okay. John's a fellow who likes to keep secrets. I'll tell you a secret.
Yes?
I knowed your daddy. And you know what he said to me? He said, you tell my little girl, Pearl, that there's to be no secrets between her and you.
Yes?
All right, now it's your turn.
Well, all right.
Well, you tell me a secret. Oh, I'm sorry.
What secret shall I tell?
Let's see.
Two.
John's a fellow who likes to keep secrets. I'll tell you a secret.
Yes?
I knowed your daddy. And you know what he said to me? He said, you tell my little girl, Pearl, that there's to be no secrets between her and you.
Yes?
All right, now it's your turn.
What secret shall I tell?
Oh, how old are you?
That's no secret. I'm 5.
Sure, that's no secret. What's your name?
You're just fooling. My name's Pearl.
Well, I reckon I'll have to try again. Where's the money hid?
You hit Daddy with a hairbrush.
I'm sorry.
You're getting in your lines.
John's a fellow who likes to keep secrets. I'll tell you a secret. Yes. I knowed your daddy. And do you know what your daddy said to me? He said, tell my little girl, Pearl, there's to be no secrets between her and you. Yes. Now it's your turn. What secret shall I tell? Now, that's where you turn. Now, let's do it again, Billy. We'll do it again from the beginning. You see, the tension gets higher in you. Do you understand me? Right. We'll start from where we were again. John's a fellow who likes to keep secrets. I'll tell you a secret. Yes, I knowed your daddy. And do you know what your daddy said to me? He said, tell my little girl, Pearl, there's to be no secrets between her and me. Open your mouth, son. Yes. Now it's your turn. What secret shall I tell? Quick, run away. Now, let's go on. How old are you? Now shake, Billy. Can't keep yourself still. Hold her hands to your side. Shiver like you're cold. Real cold. Shiver. That's it. That's it. That's no secret. I'm 5. Sure, that's no secret. What's your name? You're just fooling. My name's Pearl. Tighter. I reckon I'll have to try again. Where's the money hid? Turn around quickly. Throw it at me. All right. Put it down. Never mind. Turn your back. Start again. Not right from the beginning. You're just fooling. My name's Pearl. You're shaking. And I reckon I'll have to try again. Where's the money hid? Now, Billy, turn back. I just want you to do that quick turn with your eyes blazing. Is he in the right position? No, no, the brush isn't in. You needn't throw the brush this time.
Okay.
Is he in the right position?
Well, it should be a little to his right.
A little to your right, Billy. I thought you were a little off. Is that correct?
Cool. Okay, no more.
Where's the money hid? Now do that once more. Come back. Wide open eyes, blazing. Where's the money hid? That's it.
Pearl, you swore you wouldn't tell. You swore.
Tremble your upper lip, Billy. No, not your bottom one, son. Tremble your... That's it, boy. Now, tighten your mouth. Top.
Well, I reckon I'll have to try again. Where's the money hid?
You swore you wouldn't tell. You swore. You swore you wouldn't tell. You swore.
You hit Daddy with a hairbrush.
You see? We just can't have anything to do with John. You and me'll go on down to the parlor.
Miss Jenny.
All right, let's go.
John's bad.
Now say that again, sweetheart. Say, John's bad.
John's bad.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Let's start from the beginning, huh? John's bad.
John's bad.
Yes, John's bad.
Tell me another secret about my dad.
Oh, no. Your turn.
All right. What secret shall I tell?
Oh? Where's the money hid?
John's bad.
Where's the money hid? You tell me, you little wretch, or I'll tear your arm off.
Right. Now, Sally, just scream at the top of your voice. Scream. Do it again. Long. All right, fine. Well, the child comes in what?
Child is screaming off stage, Charles.
Sally.
Yes?
Do your screaming when you're running where we can see you, sweetheart.
Okay.
Okay, lovey. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And that very distressed face.
Feed.
All right. Sally, run screaming.
Didn't expect you home so soon.
I didn't expect you home so soon, I think. I don't know. Try it that way. That's all right.
After all. Didn't expect you home so soon.
It's a very, very sweet smile at him. Very sweet, sweet smile, darling. A sweet smile, more than that. More than that, darling. That's it, that's it. Now shake your head slightly. Come out. No, that's too much shaking. Too much shaking your head. Too much. That's it, now.
Here on the set at the RKO Pathé studio are Charles Laughton, Stanley Cortez, and the crew, along with Shelley Winters, filming the murder scene. In a few moments, to demonstrate Laughton's perfectionism, we're going to show you all of the takes of Shelley Winters saying one small line again and again until he's fully satisfied.
Heartless, nothing. Satan is empty. Go ahead, Shelley.
Amen.
Are you through praying?
I'm through, Harry.
You were listening outside the parlor window.
It ain't in the river, is it, Harry?
Answer me.
Ben never told you he throwed it in the river, did he?
You do it again, please. And Shelley, will you turn your head? Take it, Shelley, after he hits you. And don't forget the emptiness of Satan and the sentimentality of the religious card. Okay, now, Shelley, start again, sweetheart.
Amen.
Are you through praying?
I'm through, Harry.
You were listening outside the parlor window.
It ain't in the river, is it, Harry?
Start
Answer
again,
me.
Mission. You've got your head down. Empty, cold statue. Iron cold, like touching metal, cold to your hand. All right, Jelly. You mustn't pause.
I'm
before you
sorry,
Yes, dear,
excuse
it's
me.
much too long.
I
I want
can-
the whole thing.
All right.
You see, right.
The children know where it's...
Yeah, see God as you turn round, right.
The children know where it's hid. John knows. Is that it, Harry?
That's it, but no pause in between. Between the John knows and things. Right. And real cheerful.
The children know where it's hid. John knows. Is that it, Harry?
Yes, cheerful and more calm. Do it again.
The children know where it's hid. John knows. Is that it, Harry?
Right, and smile a little softer this time.
I gotta say another...
No, you too much.
Cut a second.
Cut.
The children know where it's hid. John knows. Is that it, Harry?
Now do it again, but the children knows where it's hid, right?
The children know where it's hid. John knows. Is that it, Harry?
Where it's hid. Where it's hid. The thing's hid, right? Bang!
The children know where it's hid.
No,
John...
not it's hid. Where it's hid. Bang!
The children know where it's hid. John knows. Is that it, Harry?
Cut. I want something else. It's my fault. Slap!
The children know where it's hid. John knows. Is that it, Harry?
Do it again where it's hid. Bang!
The children know where it's hid. John knows. Is that it, Harry?
Perfect, except on the it's. What about? Do it again. It's hid.
The children know where it's hid. John knows. Is that it, Harry?
Just once more. It's. Bang!
The children know where it's hid. John knows. Is that it, Harry?
Less air in between. Bang!
The children know where it's hid. John knows. Is that it, Harry?
Too much pause between the hid and the John. Bang!
The children know where it's hid. John knows. Is that it, Harry?
Cut. Perfect.
Marker.
Mark. Let's try the following. Okay. The stiffest we had, Mitch.
Are you going to take it from here?
Yeah, go ahead. Doesn't matter about the line. Just smile, Shelley, and be seraphic. Go ahead, Mitch. Just go on talking, Shelley. Go on. Action.
So
Smile.
it's still somewhere amongst us, tainting us. You must have known it all along, Harry. But it don't matter. That ain't why you married me. I know that much. God wouldn't let it be that way.
Mitch, would you do that gesture once more, and don't speed it up at the end. Shelley, sweetheart. Just that darling smile of yours. It's not a real darling smile like you smile at me. That's it. Smile as you like when you look at me when you trust me. That's it. Go ahead.
You must have known about the money all along,
You're
Harry.
whining. Start again.
You must have known about it all along, Harry.
Keep your face still. Say it again.
You must have known about it all along, Harry.
Be sorry for me.
But that ain't the reason why you married me. I know that much. It couldn't be. Because the Lord just wouldn't let it.
Say that again, and when you say the Lord, see him. Say that again. It couldn't be that because the Lord just wouldn't let it be. That ain't why you married me.
I don't know where I am.
Cut.
Cut.
Trust me. Start again, sweetheart. Just like that. The way and the life and the salvation of my soul. And the Lord just wouldn't let it. You're looking at his dear face.
So you must have known about it all along, Harry. But that ain't the reason why you married me. I know that much. It couldn't be that. Because the Lord just wouldn't let it be.
All right, Cut, we have it.
In a way, you might say that the money really brought us together. The rest don't matter. Bless us all.
Cut, fine. Calm and lovely flowers. Now look up and say the line. No, darling, you must look up and say it at the end, otherwise I can't keep your look.
Bless us all.
Bless us all. Do it again.
Bless us all.
Paused. I can't keep your look if you do that. Just look up and say, bless us all. Calm and loud.
Bless us all.
Smile, Shelley, please. That's it. All right, Mitch, kill her. Cut.
All right.
Come on, quick.
Oh, come quick.
What's wrong, Mother?
Shh. Sorry.
Come on.
Oh, come quick.
What's wrong, Mother?
Shh. He's in there. Oh, Mr. Powell. Willa has run away. Let me do that again. I'm sorry.
I certainly won't. Go ahead.
Oh, come quick.
What's wrong, Mother?
Shh. He's in there. Oh, Mr. Powell. Willa has run away.
Well, I'll be switched. Just went.
She took out sometime in the night in that old Model T.
Is he hit pretty bad?
All to pieces.
Well, there's a little peach brandy here.
Walt.
Maybe just a sip.
A man of the cloth. Walt Spoon, that's for sickness in the house.
Well, what can we do, Mother?
But I thought if you went and talked to him, you know, another man. Come on.
Do it again, a little more delicate. Better timing. You can do it better timing than that. Delicate. Come on. You're a man of sorrows. All right, go ahead.
Mr. Powell.
Is there anything...
No, it's my shame. It's my crown of thorns. I must wear it bravely.
What could have possessed that girl?
Satan.
Didn't you have no inkling?
Yes, I did from the very first night.
First night?
Our honeymoon.
How's that?
She turned me out of the bed.
No.
I'm sorry. Is it me?
Me?
What do you figure to do?
Oh, it's my fault.
It's all right. Go back. Didn't you have no inkling, please?
Quiet.
Was that closer to what you wanted?
Yes, that's exactly right.
The pitchers went to the well once too often, friends.
Oh, she'll come dragging her tail back home.
She'll not come back.
Maybe she just run off on a spree.
No.
Well, there's no harm in thinking.
Ain't no sense in it, neither.
There's no harm in hoping.
Ain't no sense in it, neither.
Just try saying that line. She'll come dragging her tail back home with a little more knowledge.
What's the key?
You know women.
Mm-hmm.
The pitcher has went to the well once too often, my friend.
Oh, she'll come dragging her tail back home.
Try it without the O. Give him the cue.
The pitcher has went to the well once too often, my friends.
She'll come dragging her tail back home.
No, I reckon it's safe to promise you she won't be back.
This famous shot was made in a water tank at Republic Pictures Studio. Maurice Siderman, who had done Orson Welles' makeup for Citizen Kane, produced a startlingly lifelike, or maybe we should say deathlike, mannequin of Shelley Winters after taking a cast of her face. Stanley Cortez used 2 cameras, one portable and waterproof, operated by a scuba dive-fitted operator, the other shooting through glass at the side of the tank.
Okay, old man, just look over and see what it is. No, Jimmy, you didn't look over ordinary enough. Go back and do it again. Another. That, go.
Leaning, leaning, safe and secure from all alarms. Leaning, leaning, leaning on the everlasting arm.
Sweetest treatment. All right, Mitch.
Children? Children!
Start again, Mitch. Children. Sweet.
Children! Was there an overlap?
Yep.
Children! Children! Children?
All right, Sally, honey.
Why do we have to hide, John?
Careful.
Speak, Sally.
Where's Mom?
She's gone to Moundsville.
To see Dad?
Yes, I reckon that's it.
Children.
Do it again, children. Get them up and do it again. The camera's right. All right.
Look at the cold.
Yes, I know, darling. Put your chin right down, right shoulder, your head close to his. Go ahead, Sally.
Why do we have to hide, John?
Careful.
Speak, Sally.
Where's Mom?
She's gone to Moundsville.
To see Dad?
Yes, I reckon that's it.
Children.
All right, you go. To see Dad?
Yes, I reckon that's it.
Now, that's a lie. It's not true, what you're saying. You know darned well your father's dead. He's not in Moundsville at all. To see Dad?
Yes, I reckon that's it.
Do it again. Because she's little. Has he gone to Moundsville to see Dad?
Yes, I reckon that's it.
Well, do it again and do it steady at me. Has he gone to Moundsville to see Dad?
Yes, I reckon that's it.
Okay, cut. Go ahead, Dad.
Yes, I reckon that's it.
Children.
Pearl, someone's after us.
I want to go upstairs. It's cold and spidery down here. I'm hungry, John.
Now listen to me, Pearl. Yous and me is running off tonight.
Why? Well,
if we stay here, something awful will happen to us.
Won't Daddy Powell take care of us?
No, that's just it. No.
All right, that's swell. And keep the camera running and do it again.
Well, there's one line in there. I don't know.
Billy, just don't speak so quickly, dear. Till after she gets down, honey.
Okay.
Come on, save it.
Thank you.
Hurry up, save it. Get a slate.
Oh, all right, help her down, Billy.
Yes, I reckon that's it.
Children.
No, dear, do that again, dear. Don't look around until he calls, dear. Otherwise, you're not doing it at the same time. Up, Pete. That's it.
This is how I'm going to make this movie, bitch.
Just grab the dog by the hand. That's it. Right. All right. Now, you look at it. You help her down, Billy.
Yes, I reckon that's it.
Children.
Someone's after us, Pearl.
I want to go upstairs. It's cold and spidery down here. I'm hungry.
Now listen to me, Pearl. Uses me is running off tonight.
Why?
If we stay here, something awful will happen to us.
Won't Daddy Powell take care of us?
No, that's just it. No.
All right, children, do it again.
What?
It's all right, sweetheart.
We do it again.
Do it again. That's fine. Uppy, and do it again. And when you say cold and spidery down here, just look straight to John. Don't look round at us. Uppy, dear. You all right? Now help her down. And don't look up until he says children. That's all right, Billy. Help her down.
Yes, I reckon that's it.
Children.
Sweetheart, to start again, darling, and don't expect.
Got hearing you.
Yes, I know, dear. All right. You don't know. You're not quick enough on that call. Yeah, all right, Hitty. Now, then, it's all right. Help her down. Help her down.
Yes, I reckon that's it.
Children.
Someone's after us, Pearl.
I want to go upstairs. It's cold and spidery down here. I'm hungry, John.
Now listen to me, Pearl. Yous and me's running off tonight.
Why?
If we stay here, something awful will happen to us.
Won't Daddy Powell take care of us?
No, that's just it. No.
Cut. Slightly.
But that's a pinch.
No. Nasty things. And turn your head away. Now, someone is after us, Pearl.
I want to go upstairs. It's cold and spidery down here. I'm hungry, John.
Now, listen to me, Pearl. You and me's running off tonight.
Why?
Well, if we stay here, something awful will happen to us.
Won't Daddy Powell take care of us?
Now, well, I will ask you that question again. You look at me, honey. If we stay here, something awful will happen to us.
Won't Daddy Powell take care of us?
No, that's just it. No. Now, now I must give you that again. Keep your dolly down, darling. Now listen to me, Pearl. You and me is going off tonight.
Why?
If we stay here, something awful will happen to us.
Won't Daddy Powell take care of us?
No, that's just it. No. I want to ask you that question again. If we stay here, keep your dolly there, dear. If we stay here, sweetheart, look at me, darling. If we stay here, look at me, darling. If we stay here, look at me, dear. If we stay here, something awful will happen to us.
Won't Daddy Powell take care of us?
No, that's just it, no. If we stay here, something awful will happen to us.
Won't Daddy Powell take care of us?
No. Now, we'll start the scene again and we'll turn your head away, darling. Someone is after us, Pearl.
I want to go upstairs. It's cold and spidery down here. I'm hungry, John.
Now, listen to me, Pearl. You and me's running off tonight.
Why?
If we stay here, something awful will happen to us.
Won't Daddy Powell take care of us?
No. That's just it, no. Okay. Thank you very much, Sally. Very good. Just talk to your little sister.
Someone's after us, Pearl.
I want to go upstairs. It's cold and spidery down here. I'm hungry.
If we stay here, something awful will happen to us.
Hey? All right, start again. And I think you looked up somewhere there, didn't you, old man? Do you remember where you looked up?
Mm-hmm.
Start again.
No,
start again. Put your hands to your side. Start again in that solemn way, and keep your little sister in her place. You know, she's a girl, and that means something, and she's younger too. Right, go ahead.
Something awful is going to happen.
Someone's
after us, Pearl.
Start again, very, very solemn.
Someone's after us, Pearl.
I want to go upstairs. It's cold and spidery down here. I'm hungry.
Now listen to me, Pearl. You and me is running off tonight.
Right.
If we stay here, something awful is going to happen to us.
Now say that line again. But something awful's going to happen to us. You suspect it's a knife. Why? Well, Daddy Powell, take care of us.
No, it's just it. No.
Now, I want you to say that line again. You say her to her no because she's silly. She's a silly thing she says. She says, won't Daddy Powell take care of us?
No, it's just it. No.
I'll give you the line again. And this is a tragic and terrible thing that he won't. You've nobody to help you. Won't Daddy Powell take care of us?
No, it's just it. No.
Okay, Mitch.
I can hear you whispering, children, so I know you're down there.
Now, Mr. Mitchell. Tense. Okay, Sally.
John.
I'm out of patience, children. I'm coming to find you now.
Yo-ho, Mr. Powell!
I can feel myself getting awful mad, children.
Put your hand over her mouth, John. Go ahead with the scene.
My patience has run out, children. I'm coming to find you now.
You, Mr. Powell.
Well. What's that?
Just a little hot supper I fixed for you and the children. And how are the children?
They're down there playing games in the cellar, and they won't mind me when I call them.
John! Pearl!
Drop your hand from her mouth.
John! Pearl!
Get up, you're disgusted.
Shake a leg.
Shrug your shoulders.
I won't have you bothering poor Mr. Powell another minute.
Shrug your shoulders. And drag yourselves out.
Take it to the stairs. Just your eyes and look over at me.
Okay, go ahead.
Don't be too hard on them, Reverend. Poor motherless children. Remember now, Mr. Powell, don't be afraid to call on us. Good night.
Good night, Miss Boone, and thank you again. Now, weren't you afraid, little lambs, down there in all that dark? That's right again. Smile. Weren't you afraid? Don't be afraid to smile, Sal. Now, weren't you afraid, little lambs, down there in all that dark? Huh?
I'm hungry.
Once more, please.
I'm hungry.
Sure. And there's fried chicken and sweet potatoes and cornbread and apple cobbler.
Can I have my supper, please?
I'm sorry, sweetie. Okay.
Can I have my supper, please?
Naturally.
Can I have milk, too?
Mm-hmm. But first, we'll have a little talk.
No.
I'm sorry. Let's start from the beginning.
You're getting in your lines again.
About our secrets. Okay?
I'm hungry.
Sure. And there's fried chicken, candied sweets, cornbread, apple cobbler.
Can I have...
We'll start again, honey.
I'm hungry.
Sure. And there's fried chicken, candied sweets, cornbread, and apple cobbler.
Can I have my supper, please?
Naturally.
Can I have milk, too?
Mm-hmm. But first, we'll have a little talk about our secrets.
No.
And why not, pray tell?
Don't say that, okay.
Huh?
Didn't you like it?
Yeah, I thought you said cut.
I said cut.
Don't mind what John said. John's a meddler. Now stop that sniveling. Look here. You know what this is? Want to see something cute? Looky. How about that? This is what I use on meddlers. As soon as the blade comes out, you start across.
That's what I did.
I thought I told you to keep your mouth shut.
No, it ain't fair to make Pearl tell.
All right, boy, where's the money hid?
In the cellar, buried under a stone in the floor.
What's more? All right, boy, where's that money hid?
In the cellar, buried under a stone in the floor.
It'll go hard, boy, if I find you're lying.
I'm not lying. Go look for yourself.
All right, come along. Once more, remember not to look back at me, honey, as soon as you look at him. All right, boy, where's the money hidden?
In the cellar, buried under a stone in the floor.
It'll go hard, boy, if I find you're lying.
304, take 5.
Now, Sally, dear, don't take your eyes off Billy, especially at the bottom of the stairs. All right,
Okay.
start the scene.
Down those stairs.
Your eyes and your brother with your mouth open. Wait a minute. It's that knife that's bothering you. It's that knife upstairs. Keep your mouth open, Sally. Go ahead.
Oh, no, you don't.
All right, cut.
This is concrete.
John made a sin. John told a lie.
Well, good boy. You understand me? Right. Go.
The Lord's a talking to me now. He's a saying, a liar is an abomination before mine eyes. Speak, boy.
Where's it hid?
Speak.
Speak or I'll cut your throat and leave you to bleed like a hog. Leave you to drip. Schmidt.
All right, Sally. Stop crying out loud, darling. Crying out loud, darling. Stop crying. He's trying to kill your brother, darling. You've got to make a noise about it. Look at what's happening over here. Now, cry loud like that. Like that. Now, cry out loud, darling. Make a noise. Now hold Miss Jenny up. Say, inside my door.
Inside my doll. Inside my doll.
Now hold Miss Jenny up high and hold it right out to me.
Inside my doll. Inside my doll.
Can you say that louder, sweetheart?
Inside my doll. Inside my doll.
Yes, but look at me when you say it, dear.
Inside my doll. Inside my doll.
Now say that again and shout it at me.
Inside my doll. Inside my doll.
Now do that again with your eyes open and shout it
Inside
at me.
my doll. Inside my doll.
But don't take your eyes off me, darling.
Inside my doll. Inside my doll.
You looked away from me, darling. Go to your mother, dear.
Say that.
Darling, put your head to the wall. And the doll by the arm and hold Miss Jenny out.
Are my tears still on?
Yes, dear, they are. They're lovely. Now you put your head to the wall, Prada. Now you hold Miss Jenny right out towards them. Inside my doll, inside my doll.
Inside my doll. Inside my doll.
The doll. Why, sure. Last place anybody think to look.
Look at me. No, look at him.
Look up here, Bill.
Look here. Look at me. Quick. Look at him, quick. Look at me, quick. Look at him, quick. Very manly. You've got to take charge of your sister in a minute. Look at me. Go on. Look at him. Look at me. Look up there. Look at me. Clench your fist. Clench your mouth. All right. Quick again. Here. 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 Cut. Right. Oh.
David?
Oh, right there, Bob. Go, Tim.
Put your hands out. Okay. Billy, looking at that spot, wild staring eyes.
Really wild. Wild. Wild eyes. Wild eyes. No! Okay.
Does the door slam?
No, it stays there. No! Put your head back when you do it next time.
Huh?
Put your head back when you do it next time. No! Can't. Okay.
Children? The only reason I wanted that money is so as you could have it. Pearl, do you want your mommy back? Would you like me to get her right now?
God, fine. I see. Very tense, sir, Billy. Now, turn your face to the door. Turn your face to the door. Don't laugh, darling. Don't lean against the door. Turn your face to the door. Go ahead. Go ahead, Mitch.
Children? The only reason I wanted that money is so as you could have it.
The river. That's the only where.
And not enough whip on strumpet. Okay.
Open that door, you spawn of the devil's own strumpet!
Everything's awful. Go out of breath now.
It's me, John Harper and Pearl. You told us to come whenever we needed you.
Johnny?
Uncle Bertie, oh, please. Please, wake up!
Never done it, Johnny. If I couldn't do such a terrible thing, I'd swear it on the book. Never done it. Never.
Try it again, Billy. There's a good fellow. Try it again. Now, come along. Try it again. Now, Billy, raise yourself up a little bit. And when you come down, say it like this. It's me, John and Pearl. You told me to come. Now, try that. Move into that and say that.
You don't want me to say Harper?
It's me, John Harper and Pearl. You told me to come. You've got... Now, come, do it now.
It's me, John Harper and Pearl. You told me to come.
Now, do that again. It's me, John Harper and Pearl. You told me to come.
It's me, John Harper and Pearl. You told me to come.
Johnny?
Uncle Bertie.
Now, keep your head there now. Uncle Bertie, oh, please.
Uncle Bertie, oh, please.
Now, wait a minute. Uncle Bertie, oh, please.
Uncle Bertie, oh, please. Please, wake up!
Now then, Uncle Bertie, oh, please. Please wake up! Uncle Bertie, oh, please.
Uncle Bertie, oh, please. Please, wake up!
I've never done it, Johnny.
Okay, come.
Clarence. 33E, take 2.
All right, shout it, Billy.
Uncle Bertie, please wake
Now
up!
stand up and look at Uncle Bertie. Straight in your face. Get out again. I want that straight in your face. Shout it and get up in the same straight.
Uncle Bertie, please wake
Hold
up!
your bonnet like that.
Uncle Bertie, please wake up! There's still the river.
Action. Children. Okay, Madge. Start again. Sally, when you yawn, don't look at me. Leave it rolling, please.
Closer to the free belt.
Turn a little bit this way when you're yawning, but don't look at me, darling. For goodness sake. Right, go in. No, start again. I can't see you yawn, darling.
Down the other hand, please.
Down on the other hand. Step in your rocks, children. Go and play.
Children.
Get that undone quick. Go on. Take the rope with you. Now make it look tough. Make it look tough. Go on. You hated the mud, beastly mud. Try and make your way through it. Children! Mitch, this is knife and eye. Come on. Look fierce. Okay, let's go. Go on, pull the mud out. Hold it, Billy. Get after him, Mitch. Cut. Well, and there you got in the weight of it. That's it. That's the position. Good boy. That's why. See the cut.
All right, don't move on the parallel. Ready.
You ready? All right, heave, Billy. All right, mate. Just a minute. Don't cut. Mitch, take a deep breath and run as long as you can. You haven't cut, have you?
No. Put the knife further away from you,
And hold your head still and start.
The knife further away.
Knife further away from you, Mitch. Boys, are roaring. Come on. Well, the camera's still running. All right, Mitch. One deep breath.
I mentioned earlier that Sally Jane Bruce had won a singing contest. Well, now you're going to hear her actual voice singing the Pretty Fly song. In the final film, an older woman's voice has been used to imitate Sally's, but here is the real thing.
Sally, I want you to sing me your song very slowly and very sweetly.
Once upon a time, there was a pretty fly. He had a pretty wife, this pretty fly. But one day she flew away, flew away. They had two pretty children, and one night these two pretty children flew away into the sky, into the moon.
Now, Sally, to my ear, when you said he had, it wasn't clear, sweetheart. It wasn't quite clear. The words weren't quite clear. And when you said flew away, the last time you had it up a little bit. Start again. All right. Reload.
Stanley Cortez and art director Hilliard Brown hung tiny electric lights to obtain a twinkling star effect. And then a company called Studio Film Service optically blended these artificially created stars into the action with the assistance of the special effects team of Louis DeWitt and Jack Rabin. Here we see the kids' boat going by on stage 15 at the studio, as it actually looked. And here is the same shot, now with the background and the stars, added by means of optical printing. Art director Hilliard Brown made a spider web out of nylon thread and daubed it with honey. This rabbit was photographed separately and then was added to a shot of the boat going by. It looks as though there are two rabbits here. Rabbits can multiply quickly in the optical printer, just as in real life. I hope this rabbit that played two parts later received double residual payments. As cinematographer Stanley Cortez later remarked, "People to this day ask me where we did the scene of the chase along the river. We used a tank on stage 15, and when I tell them that, their faces turn white because it looked like a real river." Legendary actress Lillian Gish was born in 1893. She had played in D.W. Griffith's The Birth of a Nation, Broken Blossoms, and Way Down East before moving to MGM and starring in The Scarlet Letter and The Wind. In the 1930s, she left the movies and turned to theater, appearing opposite John Gielgud in Hamlet. Then in the 1940s, she returned to Hollywood to play cameo roles in Duel in the Sun, Portrait of Jenny, and other films. She was 61 years old when Laughton signed her to appear in The Night of the Hunter.
Speak to your first line of angry ones.
Gracious, if you're not a sight to see. Where you from? Where you folks? Come on, speak up now. Gracious, so I've got 2 more mouths to feed.
You look at me as if I was that funny bird or a giraffe or something. You don't understand. Funny-looking thing. What the heck's it about? You know, I'm talking to you. Wonder what the heck I'm about. Now, just cast your eyes down a second. I look fast at my face and down at my feet. Now, slowly. I'm going to look after you and care for you for the rest of my life. Now, what I want you to do is, when I say that, it's a sort of look of, you don't believe it and wonder. It's almost like somebody gave you an enormous big knife, like Miss said the other day. It's that kind of a look. All right, nice. No, it's more pleasant than that, Billy. It's almost crying. That's it.
Mary! Hello, Miss Cooper. Guess what?
Okay, Kat.
Never mind the gewgaws. Don't forget your visit this Sunday and come to church with us.
Maybe a bit quieter. Yeah, let's try.
Never mind the gewgaws. Don't forget your visit this Sunday and come to church with us.
Okay.
Bye, love. See you Sunday. Take your baskets in, children. Women is fools. Look at there. She'll be losing her mind to a turkey mouth and a full moon, and like as not, I'll be settled with the consequences.
Come back and do it once more, Lillian, dear, while the camera's running. Just that naughty, naughty joke.
Look at there. She'll be losing her mind to a tricky mouth and a full moon, and like as not, I'll be settled with the consequences.
Cut. Lillian, you seem to be frozen.
Well, I'm afraid to move.
Move!
Big Ruby's my bothersome girl. She can't gather eggs without busting them. But Ruby's got mother hands with a young'un, so what are you to say?
How about tonight, Ruby?
What gives?
Yeah, the old lady's around. How about Thursday? The old gal thinks she comes in for sewing lessons on Thursday.
Do it once more, kids, and wait. Make a pause before you say what gives.
How about tonight, Ruby?
What gives?
Yeah, the old lady's around. How about Thursday? The old gal thinks she comes in for sewing lessons on Thursday.
Cut.
In case you're wondering who these 2 young actors are, the fellow on the left is Corey Allen, who made a notable appearance in another film of 1955, the Nicholas Ray James Dean movie, Rebel Without a Cause. And if the young man on the right looks kind of familiar, it may be because he's Billy Chapin's big brother, 17-year-old Michael Chapin.
Background.
Action.
And will you show me your dolly, little lady?
See, you got 2 more peeps to your brood.
Yep, and ornerier than the rest.
How's your own boy, Miss Cooper?
Haven't heard from Ralph since last Christmas. Don't matter, though. I got a new crop. I'm a strong tree with branches for many birds. I'm good for something in this old world, and I know it, too.
Wise, and young and old and everything person. Go ahead.
Before you open the book, honey, hold it so you see the...
Do it again.
I'll try it again.
Hold it. Want to try it again, just for luck? Right, Billy, look round. Once more, Billy. Look of hatred up at it. New mark, boy. Look round.
Old Pharaoh, he was the king of Egypt land, and he had a daughter. And once upon a time, she was walking along by the riverbank, and she seen an old skiff bumping and slumping down on the sandbar under the willows. And you know what it was?
No.
Well, now, it was an old skiff. And who do you reckon was in it?
Pearl and John.
No, not this time. There was only one young'un, a boy babe. And you know who he was, children?
No.
It was Moses, a king of men. Moses, children.
In the Emperor's garden, all the most lovely flowers are hung with little silver bells, so that when the wind blows, you should look at them. Now, everything in the Emperor's garden is carefully thought out, and I'm going to change stories on you. Now, old Pharaoh, he was the king of Egypt land, and he had a daughter. And once upon a time, she was walking along the riverbank, and she seen something bumping and scraping down along a sandbar under the willows. And do you know what it was, children?
No.
No, that's much too much now. No, say no like that.
No. No.
Now, you just look at me, Sally. Sally, and rehearse saying no quietly. Do you know what it was?
No.
Yes, and do you know what it was, children?
No.
You know what it was, children?
No.
And do you know who he was, children?
No.
No. Now, we'll have this now a little bit different tone. Say no. Do you know who... look at me, Sally. Do you know who he was, children?
No.
No, a little bit higher. And do you know who he was, children?
No.
Do you know who he was, children?
No.
That's it, cousin. Do it again. That was a little hurry. A little more pause between the once upon a time and when you shoot at him. Okay.
Now, old Pharaoh, he was king of Egypt land, and he had a daughter.
Start in Egypt land, I want to start again.
Now, old Pharaoh, he was king of Egypt land, and he had a daughter. And once upon a time, she was walking along by the riverbank, and she seen something bumping and scraping along down on a sandbar under the willows. And what do you think it was? Well, now, it was a skiff washed up on the bar. And who do you reckon was in it?
Pearl and John.
Not this time. There was only one young'un, a little boy babe. And you know who he was, children?
No.
It was Moses, a king of men. Now off to bed with you.
No, Lillian, it isn't quite right. Do it again, dear. It's just that much difference.
Now, old Pharaoh, he was king of Egypt land, and he had a daughter. And once upon a time, she was walking along by the riverbank, and she seen something bumping and scraping along on a sandbar down under the willows. And you know what it was, children?
No.
Now it was a skiff washed up on the bar. And who do you reckon was in it?
Pearl and John.
Not this time. There was only one young'un, a little boy babe. And you know who he was, children?
No.
It was Moses, a king of men. Now off to bed with you. John, get me an apple. And get one for yourself, too.
All right, now what do you want to know? You want to know something? Yeah, you want to be talking about that? All right, sure. All right, Pop. Here we go.
15-year-old Ruby is played by 22-year-old Gloria Castillo, whose actual name was Castillo with 2 L's. She was appearing at the Pasadena Playhouse with a troupe of actors from Albuquerque, New Mexico, when she was recommended to Charles Laughton by the director of the Playhouse, Gilmore Brown.
453, take 2.
Right, Gloria, go ahead.
Ain't I pretty?
Why, you're the prettiest thing I ever seen in all my wandering. Didn't nobody never tell you that, Ruby?
No, no one never did.
It's wonderful fun. Okay.
Ain't I pretty?
You're the prettiest girl I ever seen in all my wandering. Did no one ever tell you that?
No, no one never did.
You want to start again, sweetheart? That's a little too low. We can't record that. Just ahead. Go ahead. Oops, don't get nervous. Start again. Relax. Nothing's happening to you. No knives or anything.
Ain't I pretty?
You're the prettiest girl I ever seen in all my wandering. Did no one ever tell you that?
No, no one never did.
There's 2 new ones up at your place, aren't there? What's their names?
Pearl and John.
Now, I'm going to ask you that. That's a little low. What's their names?
Pearl and John.
Don't flick your eyes. What's their names?
Pearl and John.
Do they have a doll?
Only they don't never let me play with it.
Okay, cut. Very good, Gloria. Steady. Come along.
Did you ever see such pretty eyes in all your born days?
Don't let him get away, sugar.
He ain't like you all. Next time I won't even ask him to buy me a chocolate soda.
Talk it up now.
Popcorn. Popcorn.
Action.
Popcorn. Like a rule. Popcorn. Popcorn like a rule.
Just look like Lillian did yesterday. All right, turn into his bathroom. Now, darling, your chin's way up in the air. Please don't do that. Do it again. Don't get disgusted with yourself. You're disgusting anyway, but just try not to be. Now, turn into it and look after him. Up, your eyes moved. Right after him. Cut.
Come on, Bob. Okay, Bob. Come on.
Don't hold your breath. No, get back in there. I didn't tell you to go. Come along, just we're going towards the house. All right, Gloria.
Miss Cooper!
No, darling, do it again and run out.
Oh,
look
run
that
out?
way. Yeah, run towards me. Yeah. All right, sweetheart, relax. Come on. And shout, and don't twist your face up. You're too pretty.
Oh, Miss Cooper!
Don't forget yours is a routine mention. Action, sex, and hypocrisy. Come on.
Miss Cooper! Miss Cooper! What? The man! The man!
Morning, ladies.
I do.
Why, you must be Miss Cooper, I take it.
It's about that John and that Pearl.
Oh, them poor little lambs. To think I never hope to see them again in this world. Dear madam, if you was to know what a crown of thorns I have borne in my search for them strayed chicks.
Ruby, go fetch them kids.
Ah, dear madam, I see you're staring at my hands. Would you like me to tell you the story of right hand, left hand, the tale?
Okay, it's fine.
That's the man. All right, Mitch.
Ah, dear madam, I see you're staring at my hands. Would you like me to tell you the little story of left hand, right hand, the tale of love and evil, of good and evil? Ah, dear madam, I see you're staring at my hands. Would you like me to tell you the little tale of left hand, right hand, the story of good and evil? It was with this left hand that old brother Cain struck the blow that laid his brother low.
Them kids is yours?
My own flesh and blood.
Where's your missus?
She run off with a drummer during prayer meeting.
Where's she at?
Down the river, Summers, Parkersburg, Maine. Parkersburg, Maine. Ah, dear madam, I see you're staring at my hands. Would you like me to tell you the little tale of left hand, right hand, the story of good and evil? It was with this left hand that old brother Cain struck the blow that laid his brother low.
Them kids is yours?
My own flesh and blood.
Where's your missus?
She run off with a drummer during prayer meeting.
Where's she at?
Downriver, Summers. Parkersburg, baby. Parkersburg. Jesus.
Go ahead, boy.
Ah, dear madam, I see you're staring at my hands. Would you like me to tell you the little tale of left hand, right hand, the story of good and evil? It was with this left hand that old brother Cain struck the blow that laid his brother low.
Them kids is yours?
My own flesh and blood.
Where's your missus?
She run off with a drummer during prayer meeting.
Where's she at?
Down the river, Summers. Parkersburg, maybe. Parkersburg. Jesus. It was with this left hand that old brother Cain struck the blow that laid his brother low.
Them kids is yours?
My own flesh and blood.
Where's your missus?
Run off one night with a drummer during prayer meeting.
Where's she at?
Down the river somewhere. Parkersburg, maybe Cincinnati. One of them Sodoms of the Ohio River.
She took them kids with her.
Heaven only knows what unholy sights and sounds them unpoontang little...
All right, come on. Back again. Back again.
Innocent.
Very good, Dad. Go ahead. Look up at mid, Sally. Step in, Billy. Action!
Gracious, gracious. You are a good woman, Miss Cooper.
How you aiming to raise them two without a woman?
The Lord will provide. The Lord is merciful. Oh, what a day this is. And there's little John.
What's wrong, John? What's wrong, John?
Come to me, boy.
What's wrong, John?
Didn't you hear me, boy?
You say that line once again, the second one.
What's wrong, John? What's wrong, John?
Didn't you hear me, boy?
What's wrong, John? John, when your dad says come, you should mind him.
But you've got to look as if you're telling the absolute clear truth. So keep your head quite steady. All right, Mitch.
What a day this is. And there's little John.
What's wrong, John?
Nothing.
Come to me, boy.
What's wrong, John?
Didn't you hear me, boy?
John, when your dad says come, you should mind him.
He ain't my dad.
Say that again. He ain't my dad.
He ain't my dad.
A little steadier. He ain't my dad.
He ain't my dad.
Cut. Remember, don't turn your head this way before you jump. All right, Lillian?
No, and he ain't no preacher neither. Just march yourself yonder to your horse, mister. March, mister. I'm not fooling.
All right. But you ain't heard the last of Harry Power yet.
You devils, you whores of Babylon, I'll be back when it's dark.
487, take 4.
Leaning on the everlasting arms, leaning on Jesus, leaning on Jesus, leaning on the everlasting arms.
Now let's shoot that again, Billy.
All right, let it roll. Pick up your needle and put it
right back.
Around, around.
489, take 7.
Take it easy,
Leaning on Jesus, leaning on Jesus, leaning on the everlasting arms.
Shame on you, Ruby. Only around the house after that mad dog of a man. Merciful heavens. Ruby, go get the children out of bed and bring them down here. Women are such germ fools. It's a hard world on little things. It's a hard world. It's a hard world on little things.
Do that again, hard work.
It's a hard world on little things.
It's too much, Daddy.
It's a hard world on little things.
No doubt, too much.
It's a hard world on little things.
Too much for little things.
It's a hard world for little things.
Much simpler.
Gillian? Come on, children. Tumble in.
Children, I got lonesome. I figured we might play games.
I'll get the lamp.
No, it's more fun playing games in the dark.
Won't you tell us a story?
I might tell a story. Mind how I told you about little Jesus and his ma and pa, and how there was no room for them at the inn? Now, there was this sneaking, no-account ornery King Herod.
Do it again, Lillian. That wasn't quite beginning a story. Any story. I don't want to know what the story is at all. All of you look at me with some large, solemn eyes. I'm going to begin to tell you a story. Now, once upon a time, there was this mean, nasty, ordinary old King Herod. And he fell in a puddle. Okay, that'll do. Okay.
And when little King Jesus' ma and pa heard about that plan, what do you reckon they went and done?
They hid in a broom closet. No, they hid under a porch. No, they went a-running.
Well, now, John, that's just what they'd done. Little King Jesus' ma and pa saddled a mule, and they rode clean down into Egypt land.
And that's where the Queen found them in the billy rushes.
Oh, no, that wasn't the same story at all. That was little King Moses. But just the same, it did seem like it was a plague time for little ones. Them olden days, them hard, hard times.
Well, okay.
Was that it?
Yes. All right, lady.
But just the same, it was a plague time for little ones. Them olden days, them hard, hard times.
Figured I was gone, huh?
Run, quick, hide in the staircase. Run quick. Ruby, get. What'd the cat do?
Take your finger off. Absolutely steady now.
Take 1.
Yes, okay. Okay, cut.
510, take 2.
Don't forget the yips.
Miss Boer, Rachel Cooper, get your state troopers out to my place. I got something trapped in my barn.
Something trapped in my barn. Let's not bring the curtain down. Go back, children. Do it again.
Miss Boer? Rachel Cooper. Get your state troopers out to my place. I got something trapped in my barn.
No, darling, you're emphasizing trapped.
Didn't you want me to?
Trapped in my barn. No,
Oh, I
don't
thought you
emphasize-
want me to.
No, no, no,
Oh,
no, no, no.
excuse me.
Come along. Come along, children. Shining, Billy. Action!
Why didn't you call us before now?
I didn't want your dirty feet tracking up my clean floors.
Is that him, ma'am?
Careful where you shoot now. They're children here.
Okay, cut. Come on, fella.
Harry Powell, you're under arrest for the murder of Willow Harper.
Cut. All right, Billy, the first release. Don't.
Don't.
Now make it a little bit louder than that. Don't.
Don't.
Now the second one is. Don't!
Don't!
Now, Billy, start by a recognition thing. Dad!
Dad!
Not quite right, Cocky. Go back and do it again. Tears all right. Now, listen. It's a recognition, somebody coming back from the dead like a ghost. Dad!
Dad!
Come on, Billy.
Here, take it back, Dad. I don't want it, Dad. Here, take it back, Dad. I can't stand it anymore. Take it back.
What's the next line?
I can't stand Dad. It's too much, Dad.
It's too much, Dad, what?
It's too much, Dad.
Yes, what's comes after that?
It's too much, Dad. I don't
Yeah,
want
wait
it.
a minute. It's too much, I don't want. It's too much, I don't want it. It's too much, I don't want it, Dad. It's too much, I don't want it, Dad. No, the dad's not right. It's too much, I don't want it, Dad. Dad, endearing. Right?
It's too much. I don't want it, Dad.
Now, what's the next line?
I can't do it. I can't do it here.
I can't do it. Here. Then the here. I can't do it.
I can't do it here.
No, I can't do it. Here, like that.
I can't do it here.
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 That's it, cut. When I say action, you do it. Action. Cut. Good. Right, grumble.
Lynch him! Bluebeard!
Now relax and do it again. Start grumbling again. It's the word, the ugliness of the word lynch. I wanted the staring eyes and the drunken face. Start grumbling.
Lynch him, Bluebeard!
Now do it again with staring eyes. Your eyes were half closed. All right, start grumbling.
He was the one that tried to kill him.
Lynch him, Bluebeard!
25 lives!
That Bluebeard should be right at me and higher. Lynch him. Bluebeard! Get up, Sergeant. Right, start again.
Lynch him, Bluebeard!
25 wives!
And he killed every last one of them. If the people of my...
Bluebeard!
Action! Get him!
Get your coat. And her orphans. Where's Ruby?
She went. Lillian, do it again, please. Start again, Billy. The eyes were just a little too wild. It's not at all. Billy, get in. Action!
Where's Ruby?
She went. Action!
Them is the ones he sinned against, my friends.
Miss Cooper, go out the back way. Miss... What? Miss Cooper, go out the back way.
Down to the jail!
Come on, you murderous bastard! You
All right, all together now, man. Come on, action!
He lied.
tricked us!
He taken the Lord's name in vain!
String him up from a pole!
He trampled on his holy book!
Lynch him! String him up!
Hang him to a tree! He's evil!
Don't!
You were so mad you shot him. And the blue men took him.
Mother Goose triumphant, Lillians. All right, come on.
They'll get him out. I'll get my things ready, my shawl and my Mickey Mouse wristwatch that don't run, and the straw hat with the flower on it, and we'll be married and live happily ever after.
Now, all Christmas and very bright, everybody. All right, go.
Now, then pop your head out and say a line to me.
Can we give you your Christmas presents now?
Shoot, you don't mean to say you got me a present. Shoot now. Ruby, a pot holder. And it's much neater than last year, Ruby. Oh, Mary. Another pot holder? Huh? Now, ain't that thoughtful? I'm always burning my hands.
All right, cut, fine. Now, don't forget the present thing when you get them. All right, Lillian.
Did you two make this together?
You help us some.
Oh. John. Now, that's the richest present a body could have. And your presents are in the cupboard under the china closet.
Come on.
May I, Ruby. Lord, save little children. You'd think the world would be ashamed to name such a day as Christmas for one of them, and then go on in the same old way. My soul is humble when I see the way little ones accept their lot. Lord, save little children. The wind blows, the rains are cold, yet they abide. For every young and rich or poor, there's a time of running through a dark place. And there's no word for a young'un's fear. A young'un sees a shadow on the wall and sees a tiger. And the old ones say, go to sleep, there's no tiger. But when that young'un sleeps, it's a tiger's sleep and a tiger's night and a tiger's breath on the window pane. Lord, save little children.
Now, Billy, Shining, and these are two people that don't want to show they love each other at this moment. Let's have no talking on the set, please. Go, Billy.
That watch sure is a fine, loud ticker. Be nice to have someone around the house that can give me the right time of day.
This watch is the nicest watch I ever had.
Well, a fella can't just go around with run-down, busted watches. They abide and they endure.
Cut.
Principal photography on the night of the hunter ended in late October 1954. Oh, there were still some miscellaneous shots to pick up. For example, Laughton needed to photograph some angelic children to use in the opening sequence just after the main titles, though not all of the children's images were used in the final film. Charles Laughton considered appearing on screen himself to introduce the film, but finally decided to have Lillian Gish do it.
Go, chat away, Lillian.
Now, children, you remember how I told you last Sunday about the good Lord going up to the mountain and talking to the people? You remember how he said, "Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God." And how he said that King Solomon in all his glory was not as beautiful as the lilies of the field? And I'm sure you won't forget, "Judge not, lest ye be judged," because I explained that to you. And then the good Lord went on to say, now pay attention.
That's fine, Lillian. Very, very good. It's just that absolute nonchalance, not giving a damn, slipping and stuff that's good.
In January of 1955, James Agee wrote Paul Gregory from New York proposing that Charles Laughton should share the screenplay credit for the film. But Laughton was wary of being thought of as a self-styled genius or credit hog and politely declined the offer. Agee also expressed great eagerness to see the picture, adding, "I'm fascinated and about 95% confident in many things which Charles learned and showed me out of the Griffith films we saw. If they do work, and I think they will, they're going to make movie storytelling faster and more genuinely movie than they've been in many years." But James Agee never saw The Night of the Hunter. While riding in a New York taxicab on the afternoon of Monday, May 16, 1955, he died of a heart attack. He was only 45. Saddened by James Agee's untimely death, but with the film's July opening date rapidly approaching, Laughton toiled more feverishly than ever on the film's post-production in the early months of 1955, sitting for countless hours with film editor Robert Golden, with composer Walter Schumann, and with the sound mixers. And then The Night of the Hunter opened, and Laughton's spirits sank. Hobbled by United Artists' inept marketing campaign, the film was a critical and financial disaster. Oh, it did make a few year-end 10 best lists, but most reviews were mixed or worse. The film received no award nominations, it played briefly, and then disappeared from theaters. The film's crew had already disbanded many months before. Cinematographer Stanley Cortez went on to photograph Shock Corridor, The Naked Kiss, and many other films before his death in 1997 at the age of 89. He often referred to light as that incredible thing that can't be described, and added, "Of the directors I've worked with, only two have understood it, Orson Welles and Charles Laughton." A tragedy befell composer Walter Schumann in 1958. He had been suffering from a chronic heart condition and elected to have an operation, knowing that it would either kill him or cure him. He died on the operating table at age 44. Producer Paul Gregory and Charles Laughton planned to film Norman Mailer's The Naked and the Dead, but the financing fell through and they ended their partnership. In 1964, Gregory married legendary actress Janet Gaynor, and they lived in Palm Springs until her 1984 death from an auto accident. In August 2010, Paul Gregory celebrated his 90th birthday. Robert Mitchum easily survived the film's failure and went on to appear in Heaven Knows Mr. Allison, Thunder Road, The Sundowners, Cape Fear, El Dorado, Farewell My Lovely, Ryan's Daughter, and many other films. He was still a major celebrity when he died in 1997, just 1 month shy of his 80th birthday. Shelley Winters continued her career in such films as The Big Knife, The Diary of Anne Frank, for which she won an Academy Award, Lolita, The Balcony, A Patch of Blue, another Academy Award for her, and she acted in numerous television dramas and appeared on TV talk shows. She died in 2006 at the age of 85. Lillian Gish appeared in 10 additional features, including Robert Altman's A Wedding and Lindsay Anderson's The Whales of August. She passed away in 1993, just a few months before what would have been her 100th birthday. Peter Graves' subsequent films ranged from The Jokers to Airplane, and on TV he starred in the popular series Mission Impossible. He died in 2010, aged 83. In 1956, Evelyn Varden acted in both the play and film versions of The Bad Seed. In 1958, she was stricken while appearing on the London stage and died at the age of 65. Don Beto continued to appear in films, on TV in such shows as Little House on the Prairie, and on stage, including a Los Angeles production of the musical Kismet in 1965. He died in 1991 at the ripe old age of 87. James Gleason made a few more films, including John Ford's The Last Hurrah with Spencer Tracy in 1958. He died the following year at the age of 76. Gloria Castillo acted in Reform School Girl, Invasion of the Saucermen, Runaway Daughters, and other 50s B-movies. Sadly, she died in 1978 while still in her early 40s. Sally Jane Bruce made no further films. As an adult, she moved to a town on California's Central Coast and served for many years on the faculty of a local elementary school. She's now 62 and retired. Billy Chapin made only one more film, Tension at Table Rock, when he was 12 years old. It's always hard for child actors, even the most talented ones, to grow up in Hollywood. And after a period of great difficulty, Billy Chapin retired from show business. He's now 67 years old and still lives in Southern California. Charles Laughton was heartbroken over the failure of The Night of the Hunter. Though he successfully returned to film acting, he was never allowed to direct again. He died in 1962, never knowing that the film into which he, his crew, and his actors had poured so much effort and even love would eventually take its rightful place in the list of cinema classics.
Leaning on the everlasting arms, leaning, leaning, safe and secure from all alarms, leaning, leaning, leaning on the everlasting arms.